how could blockchains even possibly affect the global system in foreign affairs? Well, let's find out. And the first question we need to ask ourselves is, what are they anyway? And it is simpler than you may think. Blockchains are nothing else but distributed databases where you can only add records. So it's a database, that's it. But the difference is that multiple parties share this database. They agree on what really happened, what financial transactions happened, what interaction between devices, with other people, what conversation. Whatever is documented anywhere in any database, you can now document on a shared database. This shared database can be shared because everybody who is relevant to the process reaches consensus about, yes, this is really what happened. Then in that moment they encrypt it, store it, and you can never change it. You can say later, well, this was not really what I want to have stored, but then you just add to it and refer to the original record. You can never delete, which means you have always all the forensics, you always have the truth, you always have the perfect trail. But since it's encrypted, it means not everybody can access it. Of course, this depends on one main factor, and that is whether this blockchain is centralized or decentralized. Distributed, meaning multiple parties agreeing on something, doesn't mean that there couldn't be one government or one corporation or one consortium controlling all or the majority of these nodes. If that happens, you have a centralized system, and actually in that moment you can have total visibility and the ability to manipulate and to control. But if it is decentralized in the form of a public blockchain, then actually you get the opposite. Nobody can change records. Nobody can delete records. Nobody can manipulate. Nobody can mess with the truth. And this is a huge benefit on multiple levels. Because first, what you get is you get a shared layer of data that is relevant for all people. And instead of doing the old-fashioned thing of duplicating records across the supply chain, everybody having their own computer systems, their own backups, their own kind of consolidation because there are discrepancies, and everything is complicated, everything is multiple times over and over and over and over copied, and it's a huge waste of anything from energy, from systems. It is security that is compromised because you just need to compromise one part of the chain and then the whole thing breaks down. It is just a mess. But with blockchains, you can establish this one shared layer of data in a totally secure manner if it's decentralized. And you can encrypt it, make sure not anybody can access it without authority, but definitely the facts are there. It is a truth engine. And this leads to a borderless world. It facilitates commercial transactions. It facilitates interactions of people directly with each other. This facilitates what I will at some point describe here as the Web 3 and interactions of people in the digital sphere with complete reliance on what the truth is. This makes the world more efficient, more safe, empowers people, empowers smaller players, and adds a security and efficiency layer on what otherwise could be a continuation of corporations and governments and intermediaries controlling and manipulating what the truth is. It takes out the single points of attack, the single points of failure of traditional databases, and it takes them out across the board, where before you just had to attack one part of the chain. Now you are safe if you have a distributed database where you can only add records, where you have reached consensus on what the truth is, and that has been decentralized so that nobody controls it. If you are interested in finding out more about all of this, please check out foreignaffairsforum.org, and particularly the course Tectonic Essentials for Foreign Affairs, in which I dive a little more into details of the details of some of these aspects. Thank you.